First and foremost, I would like to introduce all of our team members: Abigail, Naima, Shaylin, Andrea, and Fazio. We could not have had a better team. Everyone pitched in, gave feedback, helped where possible, and were extremely supportive. The target of study was the Department of Recovery and Claims Services. This is a department of the Mayo Clinic that handles employee benefit administration, which includes FMLA, short-term disability, long-term disability, and work comp. Our information system was OnBase. OnBase is an electronic repository for documents. OnBase stores and manages all the electronic documents for the department. Examples of what is stored are medical records, emails, and correspondence, pretty much anything the claims section uses that is critical to administer benefits or support a claim determination. All legal correspondence or state and federal notifications must be saved to the appropriate file, and OnBase facilitates this action. Using a document repository like OnBase enables quick access to information needed in the file, anytime and anywhere. This electronic environment has promoted the ability for claims personnel to be able to work from home without disruption of process flows. OnBase is a commercially available product. It had already been in use by other departments at Mayo and thus was an already in-house hosted application. OnBase does not require the vendor for support of the product. Mayo IT personnel are trained to support the system. Many minor changes can be performed by the RCS IT liaison. Since OnBase was already in use by other departments, Recovery and Claims did not need to purchase the system. The system was scaled to add Recovery and Claims as a new user. OnBase works alongside the claims management system where all claims activity is documented. Recovery and Claims Services went through the required process for implementing a new system through a request to IT that included the current needs and requirements. Mayo Clinic has standards on how a new system is implemented. Since Recovery and Claims Services was piggybacking on this already in-house system, they did not need to go through the usual red tape. Recovery and Claims Services, or RCS, was in need of a new document storing application due to the previous application contract called eDocs that was coming to an end. This previous application actually cost RCS to have any changes made through the outside vendor. Since OnBase was already an established application, Recovery and Claims Services could implement the new application without any new cost to the department, other than the cost for the personnel to plan and implement the integration of the new system. The actual implementation went easy. The system had already been tested in other departments, so individual testing for the claims section was done by the Recovery and Claims Services volunteer work group to look at any new issues. Once this testing phase was done, OnBase was added to each user's system, and then the document transition began of moving all the information from eDocs to OnBase. During that time, RCS essentially worked in two systems at one time for a while until all information was transferred. Once that was complete, the old system, eDocs, was disabled. Training manuals have been created for all users to refer to while learning the new system. Any individual who needed hands-on training was assisted by the operations personnel as needed. Since the OnBase system was so easy to maneuver, there really wasn't much training needed. The project was implemented without too many issues, but as with any project, timelines are not always adhered to. This was an issue with IT not communicating with the RCS liaison. Overall, OnBase is a simpler system. It is far quicker and easier to use and navigate, and does not require much training, to which that is a huge benefit. Compatibility problems with the old Windows operating system and Adobe Acrobat were another issue, but RCS could rectify those problems, one by implementing Windows 10 and the other by figuring out a workaround for saving PDF files. Having clearer time expectations would be one of the main recommendations in any future project. Not being able to move forward on a project costs the department money and resources of its personnel. This would be managed better in the future. The Windows problem was not foreseeable, and hopefully the PDF saving problem will be fixed with any future system upgrades by OnBase. Our sources were mainly the RCS business analyst, Jared Scott-Broughton, and internal Mayo policies and procedures. Many of the specifics in the project phases and the implementation were only known by Jared, which he freely shared with Andrea to do this project. Even though this was a system that was already in place by other departments at Mayo, there was still a detailed process that needed to be followed to implement it in RCS.